You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Wendy, you can hear me okay? Yeah. How is everybody doing today? Wonderful to see you guys. Yeah, so I'm here. We have another... I'm muffled? Yeah. Cat keeps pulling my microphone out because I can't tell anything else. You can just claw up my hand, buddy. Yeah, claw up that. All right. No? What about... We good now? We'll just keep saying we're good. This is going to be like the huge screw up of a show today. It's going to be wonderful.
So same.
Yay! Yeah, that's right, guys. Welcome, Halloween month, and it really is that. Oh man. Oh yeah, Edward, I did get your message. Sorry I didn't respond back. Hey, get better. I haven't been able to tell Wendy yet, but we hope that you're feeling better, man, and we just appreciate you showing up. So much love to you, homie. We'll be thinking about you. And you know what? Answer one question now, and we'll make sure to send you the digital of today's book, because you're our regular. We love you, homie. Pardon? I muffled my cat. Let's just hear. Really? This is effing. Hey, everybody. Life is good. Wendy and I got into our second car accident of the month. It was a small thing. The dude hit us from behind. It was fun. But you know what? None of that matters now, because now we're out of the real world, because screw the real world, and we're going to sit down and we're going to have fun with a great, amazing comic creator, and then we're going to do some awesome trivia. You know what? You've had enough of me. You've had enough of the real world. Right after this, Christy frickin' Shin. Let's do it.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
And my mic's working. What's going on, Christy?
Oh, I'm doing okay. My black evil cat is like sitting in my lap, ink, while I sit there. I had to actually vacate my office. Funny enough, you were having technical issues. I was having issues with my internet. So it's like,
Dude, it's funny. We were going over things to do as trivia, and I forgot about cats with you. Because it's great. Every time I'm live with you, every time I've seen you live, one of the cats shows up. We see their butthole or something. Like, it's hilarious.
yeah. It's awesome. It's like, yeah, she's there and she's like getting her bum slapped, if you can't hear that. Let me see if I can switch it around the cam. Oh, no, I can't switch it around. But you can see what she looks like. Little evil
Hey,
bitch.
kitty.
Right, yeah, she's just like going, like, I get to lie in mom's lap. But I had to get out of my office because it was hot anyway. So there you go. So yeah.
California, I feel you, man.
Yeah, I know. Everybody here was having the whole cold, everyone everywhere else was having the cold spell, I remember. And then and California's just laughing at everybody, and it's kind of everybody's pissed off at California.
I do remember that. So,
yeah,
dude, you're here. I'm so excited because you have a freaking awesome book going on. Why don't you tell us about what you're doing right now?
Okay, I have a Kickstarter, and it's kind of funny. It's like I've partnered up with Mel and Mog. Like Mog actually did a nice piece of fan art for the book for Demon Bee. I can't say the word right now, at least for the first 20 minutes. So I actually did do two different types of the book. I have the graphic novel, which the typical cartoons are, and then I now have also a kids book. People are like, are you sure it's kids friendly? I said, yes, it's kids friendly. I sent it to my friends who are parents. They read it to their kids. They tested it out. It's totally fine. There's no inappropriate language. situations or anything. It's just Demon B meets Mr. F word. And essentially, it's like the importance of a name and your identity and who you are. And Mr. F word finds out how important he is to people.
Is it actually called Demon B, or is it Demon, the whole word spelled out?
No, it's Demon B. If you look through the Kickstarter, I actually have samples in the book and of the graphic novel. So they're two separate books. So you can get them and I personalize them. So I'll sign it. And also when you pledge, I also go ahead and I also, if you pledge, then I also write you a rude thank you note too. That's gross.
Oh, I love that so much. See, you're.
We got one of those from her.
We did get a rude. Yeah, we did get a rude note from her, and I loved it. I still have it somewhere on my desk, and I have, dude, I have your pins and all sorts of stuff. I love it. All your stuff is so it. I've said it before. It's so effed up. Like I remember, I think you actually used me as a pull quote because I was just like, dude, this is so effed up.
Yeah, yeah. It was funny because like the look on your face, you were just so amazed. It's kind of like, Grizzly Man, where they talk to the helicopter pilot that found the bear and the body and everything. And he just had this odd look on his face, like, I don't know what's wrong with him. The bears saw that he was sick or there was something wrong with him or something like if you guys don't know Grizzly Man, it's about Timothy Treadwell, who basically lived with the bears, the grizzly bears in Alaska, longer than what he should have at a time, against park rangers' wishes, and then he and his girlfriend got eaten. So that was ridiculously stupid. Anyway, the look was there. Like the guy just had these aviator glasses, and you could just see the look of incredulity in there. But I do have a pin to satisfy your needs, Chuck, just to let you know. It's called the I Am Bird pin, crap bird pin.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah, that was actually based off a real story. So the thing is that, how I've always said, like, okay, if you guys don't know about Demon Bitch, she's a low-level demon from the 13th pit of hell where people throw their dog crap and gum wrappers, and she wants to bring the second coming of Armageddon, but the first one never happened because she's dumb. She's based on Girls I Hate. So one of the characters, I draw from real life. I'm not going to lie about that. But really, when people come up to me and say, you drew me, I'm going to be like, I ran into 4 or 5 of you already. You're not special. So I don't know why, like, you guys are coming after me. And then they get madder at me because I didn't single them out. So the thing is that, yeah, it's weird. The people are weird. But then, like, so both of the rewards, like Blender F and Hello, I'm Bird. I can't, like, say the SHT word, but, but those two pins were actually made from real life, where the pin, there's Ink's tail, where the pin for Hello, I'm Bird, right? She basically, I had a woman or somebody just call me out saying like, oh, you drew me because that character has a white bathrobe and I have a white bathrobe, like really generic details of how this was in common. And she just started screaming how she was that character. And my friends saw that and they busted up laughing. They was like, so she's a piece of crap. So she's a piece of crap. It's like, so she wants to admit she's a piece of crap. Like literally, Bird is like, she fancies herself as a beautiful green tropical bird, but in really she's a silly goose. Like genetically she is. She's nothing special. So right. I decided, just in lieu of like everybody thinking it's about them, I said the Hello, I'm Bird pin.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah, and I want to do a flash mob with a Coke song, in the 70s. If I could give the world a Coke today. And I'm like, oh God, that would be so funny. and the other one, the Blender F one, and Don Wynn actually drew this as a fan art, not this particular piece of art, but like another fan art that's in Alcoholics Anonymous, which is also available in the book, in the Kickstarter as like an add-on, both digital and signed, is that you can actually go and what it was is that somebody just told me I should go buy a blender. Like they just thought it was about that. They just messaged me that. I'm like, oh, my self-esteem. Oh no. So I sent it to Don because we were laughing, and he just drew that picture of her trying to hump a blender. And then I did this one where you could stick a magnet on the blender and make it look obscene. So there you go.
That's so great. How many Demon B word books do we even have so far? You have a bunch.
Well, there's 5 of them for the graphic novel, for regular one. And Pen is Here is actually a joke, when pen is here and it looks like another word. So I just had to do pen 15, because I remember Elite Speak underscore here. And so it's like I wouldn't get into trouble, and she's holding a pen so people wouldn't think I was selling a pornographic material or anything, because it's far from the truth. It's like just raunchy humor, but it's a
Yeah.
social commentary, like making fun of people that like really want to follow the trend, but it's like also making fun of people that just do stupid things. Like one of them I actually found pretty offensive was, I've noticed this, and again, you don't have to like prove that you have this condition, but I have a lot of friends on the spectrum. Like we all do, right?
Yeah.
But what I have noticed on social media is that if you are just such an unlikable jerk, and I'm sorry guys if I can't see your comments, I'm on my phone, so I have to switch back and forth. So Chuck can be so glad if anything's directed to me, I'll be happy to answer it. But it's just, if you act like just an unprincipled, undisciplined jerk off, right? Then all of a sudden, if no one likes you anymore, you just say, "Oh, I'm autistic," and I'm like, really? Really? Okay. And I'm not saying that if you are, you have to show me a card to prove it, but
Right.
it's funny. But I have friends that are on the spectrum who are married to people on the spectrum who have family members on the spectrum. They're like, this cartoon. They were all laughing because they knew what I was talking about. But I make commentary like that. It's just like, especially about like with the comics that broke me and the Titanic submersible one and the Pakistani immigrants off the coast of Greece, like those were all bad. Like, but it was weird to me how people jumped on that and said, pick one. Only one can be truly awful. And I'm like, what is this crap?
Right. Well,
So it's like, yeah.
It's like when they started doing the support animals. And it's like, I know that there's lots of, of course it started with blind people, but, you've got, people with PTSD and all sorts of people who have these support dogs, which I think is terrific. But then
Yeah.
that, like, now people are suddenly like, oh, it's my support boa constrictor that's wrapped around my neck. And I'm like, I really hope it squeezes. Like, it just, you're taking advantage of a situation where you're just like, I want to be able to bring my pet in. And
Yeah, there's
no.
crazier ones like there's like crazier ones like peacocks and alligators. I think one guy was denied to not bring it to a baseball game. I said, no, it's more of a liability. I mean, at least with dogs, they're trainable. You can train them not to bite. You can put muzzles on them if they're that much. But then, if they're that aggressive, then or that trained to bite, then they wouldn't be a support animal anyway. Like a true support animal, they would have to go through certain training. Like cats, like I can understand cats being support animals because they're very domesticated, but when you get to the point of like wild animals or partially domesticated animals, think you're a bit sus.
Right. I have a personal support grenade that I just bring with me everywhere, and it's just like I just need it near me. I love it. It's my best friend.
I feel comforted that it can explode and kill many people at a moment.
Right.
You want to if you want to put it that crazy too, right? Like I have an emotional support grenade. I have a knife. Can I bring it on there? That's my knife. I want to hug this knife all day. It makes me feel safe. It's like I know.
Well, and you'll feel this one because our producer JD says, as a Los Angelino, I have one message for my city. It is leave your GD dog at home. You can make it through a Target run without your Shih Tzu. Trust me.
Yeah, I've seen those
Can I
too.
interject you for a second?
Oh, Wendy wants to interject. What's that, babe?
What?
So we have a lot of people that live around here. Same thing. They got to take their animals everywhere. I will give you a short list of the animals that I have seen in the hardware store that I work at. We've had skunks, raccoons, a horse,
yes,
a monkey.
Didn't you have ferrets?
No ferrets. Sugar gliders.
Sugar, yeah, that's it.
It's ridiculous.
Sugar gliders are interesting because I've heard from people that rescue them. Again, I'm not an expert in sugar gliders, but those things are so friggin' inbred, it's not even funny because they're like such from a limited pool that you can breed from, apparently. And so they're like, when you get them, they're kind of messed up anyway. They're like, and I'm like, oh God. Yeah. And I said, I don't really crap on people that have exotic pets. If you can take care of it, you can take care of it. Depending on the state, you have to be licensed and fit a certain amount of requirements. Like that would be kind of badass to have a serval, but in my state, it's totally illegal to have it. Like the closest thing you can have is probably an F2, F3 Savannah cat. And that's about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, but those things, it's like, you kind of have to be careful because they all have their own different set of requirements. Like, Bengals, like people get Bengals. It's like, oh, they're hyperactive. They go everywhere. I said, yes, that's what they do, stupid. Like
Stevie
you have to be active with them. Yeah, go on.
Right. Stevie B says, "How about a support beaver to act as a wingman?" And you know what? As a Canadian, I'm all about a personal support beaver. I'd be the skunk. She was a kid. She told me about that.
So funny that he focused on the skunk and not the horse.
Right?
Well,
Yeah, didn't they make the guy stop the horse at the?
No, he just did. Like he didn't walk it through the store or anything, but he brought it in the front door because there was nowhere to tie it up outside.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, where you guys are at, like, can you ride a horse to the thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's Texas. Yeah. Dude, I remember shortly after getting here, I'd only been here a couple months. We were outside, just hanging out with some friends at the bar. Everyone was having a smoke, and this dude was out there on his horse, and I was like, "Well, what's going on with the horse, man? Like, are you a cowboy or something?" He was like, "No, but I have too many DUIs, so I can't drive my car anymore. So I just take my horse to the bar, and then if I get too drunk, I just lay on my horse, and I wake up at my house almost every time." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, this guy has multiple times woken up on his front lawn with his horse just sitting beside him, eating grass. But we have diverged so much from what we were talking about. Demon Bitch, tell us about some of the cool stuff that we can get on the Demon Bee Kickstarter that you wouldn't see most other places, because I know you've got them.
I would say that this is a mutant Kickstarter, so you have the 2 books. You have them all available in PDF form, as well as you have the signed physical books. I do offer the retail tier of both the children's book and the graphic novel, which I can send directly from the printer, because if I sent it to my house, signed them all, and sent it over, it would be just way too much to ask. Then it cuts you a price deal on all the retail books. But also the thing is that on top of that, you get the for pin, but you can also get a sticker and patch, as well as the Blender F magnet, but then that's also available in a sticker and patch as well. And then I'm going to have 2 stretch goals. Hopefully that will include those combinatorics of pins and stickers. So yeah, the quicker I fund, the more I can get you better stuff. And
of course,
stuff.
And of course, guys, I mean, she also has a Demon Bee kids book, which if you're one of those parents who bought the Go the F to Sleep book, this is right down your alley.
And you don't need to censor yourself. You seriously don't. It's already censored for you. And it's just funny because it's just a messed up book, because it's like it actually teaches a moral, but it features like downtown Los Angeles homeless and stuff.
I love it. Dude, you come up with the most messed up ideas and just make them so much fun. I love you for that. It's awesome, dude.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I just like drawing really weird stuff and everything. It's just like, I don't know, it just seems to be my forte right now on that. It's like I tried to do the standard stuff and it just never worked out for me. And then I just started doing weird stuff and people really liked it.
I mean, you got to do what works for you. And I love that you not only have enjoyed it, but you're leaning into it. And are you still doing your lunches? For a long time, you were doing the Demon Bee lunches?
Yeah, I'm doing a lunch hour. It's from 12 to 2. I was a little later today, but it's always on Wednesdays from noon to 2 on Pacific Standard Time.
Sweet. Yeah, and you sometimes have guests on, but you're always drawing and you're showing off what you're doing. So guys, of course, if you want to, you can always check out. Is it just on your Facebook, or is it also on like Instagram?
Facebook, YouTube, let's see. I think there's Twitter. I try to do it through LinkedIn, but Facebook, YouTube, that's the most common ones. Twitch. And then it's on the Madness Network as well. So it broadcasts on both. But you should be able to find it on my links. Yeah.
And that's every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday.
Nice.
It's like if I'm not on there on Wednesday, it's usually a rerun or something, an older episode, which we'll do or whatever. But yeah, it's just like there's that. And then there's, so you can just go ahead and guys take a look at it. The quicker it funds, the more weirder stuff you'll get. So yeah.
Well, and what I love about having you on and talking about your stuff is that it's a reminder that comics isn't this simple little like it's not what we see in Marvel and DC, and there's such a breadth of what comics can and can't be. There's just so much to it, and so I love what you do because it is a great reminder of comics are everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stevie B says, I can see Demon B on the kids' library shelves right next to Harold and the purple crayon.
Oh God, I kind of remember that story. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think what kind of inspired it was I was thinking of the Stupids. Like I remember, like with me as an adult, I would go back and read kids books because kids books are kind of a great way to get information fast and quickly to kids, but just to other people. So if I'll read it and it makes me funny, laugh like hell as an adult, then I'll like go with it. And that's the thing. It's like, if you're a parent, you're probably gonna have to read this 10 million thousand times, at least pick interesting ones. So that's why I kind of get into that. And so it's like, so I like when I read on kids' books, or if I worked on kids' books with other people, we started like they say, oh wow, you kind of know what the heck you're doing and stuff. It's like, well, you kind of have to put your mind as a kid. And the people what they don't understand is that kids are not experienced, but they're smart. But they often confuse intelligence with experience, and it's like that's not the same. Kids are pretty much a clean slate a lot of the time. And that's up to you as the adult to teach them the experience because you're the one that broke your head open first. But I would remember reading The Stupids and I was dying laughing. So I know what is funny both to adults and children. So I just go ahead and just did Demon B meets Mr. F word because I also kept getting accepted into all ages shows because the funny thing is that during cons, I'd have parents coming up with their single digit age children wanting to look at my comic. It obviously says bad words on it. I said, can we take a look at it? And I thought, oh, the parents just want to read it. And then they put it down, they slap it down in front of their kid and said, and they flipped through it and they said, oh, you can be a comic artist just like her. And I'm like,
I mean, you can.
I was like, okay. And they're totally fine with that comic. So when I went to those all ages shows, I showed them everything. And at first they kind of had trepidation, but later on they came up to me and said, you are so cool. Yeah, we'll have you back on here again. And there was like this one time. Now I'm the generation Dare. If you guys aren't in America, Dare was this program for guys like something about anti-drug use, right? So it's educational. Fine, that's cool. And I remember in Dare they would talk to you about addiction and like how it could make you die and stuff. And even though that's weird, if people are told, oh, this can make you die, they'll do it anyway, which don't understand. But it was really funny because like I was talking to the mom and she was looking through Alcoholics and Anonymous. And then the little girl, like we just happened to be talking about meth heads or something, because that's an issue in California. Like just no matter what income spectrum you are, there's a lot of meth in California. I hate to say, like even the nice little farm towns or whatever, those jerks have always like made their way into it, just sold it. It's not good. Anyway, so we were talking about it and I've run into my share of them and it's I have friends that are recovered addicts too. So if people go like, oh, you're going once a meth head, always a meth head. No, I have friends that are recovered addicts and even they're going like meth heads are garbage. They're even saying that the ex-addicts were. And but one of the little girl was asking me like, so mom, what does meth make you do? And so I looked at her daughter, and I said, that girl that person you really, really hate? Like really hate? And she says, yeah. And she said, and I said to her, well, you'll turn into that if you take meth. And she's like, and like the mom's like, mm-hmm. So I turned another little girl away from meth. I'm great.
Dude, you're doing the Lord's work. Nicely done. Rayla came on and she said, I love your work, Christy. I saw you on the In Your Face show.
Oh God, thank you. I'm trying to remember. In Your Face. I'm trying to remember In Your Face show. Which one was that? Sorry, it's all been a blur. I remember everybody, but I'm just kind of like, my brain has been like this past
Stevie
week.
B said, watch out, Cocaine Bear. Here comes Meth Moose.
Oh God, Moose are jerks. Jerks. Like I've seen them in Alaska and Canada. They are jerks. They will just attack you for no reason. They think, oh yeah, they're nice and everything. Like no, if they're bull moose, no, they're not nice at all.
They're big boys and they can take a lot of damage. Yeah. So we are just about out of time. I never have enough time to chat with you. You and I are definitely going to hang out again real soon. For everybody playing today, Christy was awesome enough. You sent me one of your PDFs. Which book was it for?
Oh, it's a sampler. It's called Sick.
Oh, that's right.
It's like, I think the first few books, because I want to have people have a taste. Like, so instead of looking through the webtoons, but they can see the format of how I put the other books, because it's not just a compilation of just the webtoons, it's also the stupid sketches and fan art. And I've asked some pretty notable people like Lawrence Raw Dog Hubbard of Real Deal Comics. There's obviously Mog Park. There's Hyde Hermit. There's all these other, and Zoralita. She's the official illustrator of My Little Pony. There's Don Wynn. People. And if I'm itching my face, no, it's just I have allergies, so sorry.
It's the best. I get
it. Like I broke out here. No. Oh God, that sounds terrible. But no, I didn't. I'm too chubby to be on meth anyway. But joke. But anyway, but I will let you know. I think what's going on is that, just go ahead. It's sick. It's a compilation. It's a PDF. Take a look at it. It's a sample. But by all means, please back or like, share, and subscribe to the thing. I write really funny content. And I promise you, if you read the Kickstarter, you're not going to be bored.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it is so much fun. And guys, you know how we do it. These guys bring us their awesome creations. They let all of you guys check them out. So all I ask of you guys is to... Huh?
What's winner getting?
Well, I'm going to mention it in just a sec. Wendy's right on me for work today. So all of you guys, all I ask is you guys go out, share this at the very least, but definitely read it, check it out. And if it's for you, please pick up a book because we want her to make more. And because it's so freaking funny, you guys will love it. So like I said, at least go and share it and show it off to everybody. But if you can't, pick up a copy, do what you can. So yeah, exactly. No losers tonight. What's our winner going to be taking home tonight, Christy?
I think the winner will be taking home, Sick, I believe. And I do have a sticker. I had to vacate my office because I was in a rush for this show. But it's the Too Bad Hot Dogs. And I think there's a sample of that in the add-ons, I believe. It's a patch. Oh. But I have a sticker version if you guys require that as well.
There we go. So you guys have a great fun thing to do. So guys, everybody, go ahead.
And if you pledge, just remind me if you've won it, and then I can just include it in your pledge.
There you go,
if you
guys.
pledge for physical, I'll just stick it in the book, and you guys can have at it.
So, winner tonight, it might even behoove you to pledge so you get even more stuff. So, there you go. Christy, thank you so much for coming out. I love hanging out with you. You're the best, hon.
Thank you.
We'll do it again real soon. Guys, we're going to be right back after this commercial break for some absolutely amazing trivia and, of course, that sweet, sweet prize. See you in a second.
Bye.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP. You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP.
rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Oh my gosh, Eddie, I am so with you. I would do the exact same thing. Oh, that's hilarious. And also, Rayla, thank you so much. I did see it. I'm sorry I didn't comment back, but I didn't have enough time to tell you how awesome it was. Your Belial fan art was absolutely amazing. You guys, honestly, are absolutely the best. That's great, JD. JD pre-banned all of us just for thinking about it. I passed up a night of movie and trivia with friends to be subjected to your usually hard to answer questions. Glutton for punishment, I guess. Dude, I mean, thank you. And you know what? That's a Stevie B. That's a great step into us actually doing it right now. So, Wendy, did we get any trivia questions done today?
Just barely.
That's true. We did get them done pretty last second, but we got all sorts of perfect. And now that I can say it, demon bitch stuff set up for you guys. So, Wendy, why don't you start? Everybody, well, for all of those out there, just so you remember, I know most of you guys have been here before. Why are you wearing earmuffs? I don't know why. I love big earphones. But first person to get in gets the 3 points. First person, second person to get the right answer gets 2. Everybody else will get a point. We're having a really fun time here, so no Googling or anything like that. You guys know how it goes. And we're going to give you hints anyway, so it all happens. Make sure everyone register for the prizes or else you'll miss out. So, yeah, man, we're going to have fun. And, Wendy, I think it's time for question numero uno.
All right, number 1. A demon lord represents each of the 7 deadly sins. Which sin does Satan represent?
This is one of those great tonight's answers. That's great, Edward. So yeah, this is a nice multiple choice question. There's 7 demon lords, and there's 1 demon lord for each one of the deadly sins. I almost said the sin and then asked which demon it was. Satan is with which sin? Not pride, not lust. Lucifer is with pride. There's a difference between Lucifer and Satan. So Steve Vendetta, close. Not lust, envy, hate. You know what? We might have to give Stevie B hate because it's close.
It's not one of the sins, though.
But okay, I'll tell you guys the sins. They're pride, gluttony, envy, lust, sloth, wrath, and horny. That's great. I can't remember the other one, but you know what? I might honestly. I think I'm gonna give it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Stevie B because hate and wrath are pretty much the same thing. So I'm gonna give that to Stevie B first, and then the next one to do it. Ed Weird said anger, which again, I'll give it to you for wrath.
You finally say wrath as well.
Who said wrath?
Edward.
Edward. Okay, yeah. So we'll give Stevie B the 3 points because he said hate, and I get it. That's close enough for me. Ire. Ooh, good word, Lyle. Short word, but somehow a big word. Ire. Love it. Do we have a question number 2?
Yep. Hold on one sec.
Oh, she's trying to make sure that all of you guys have
more
points.
People here than
apathy. Mojo, I love the idea that should be one of the 7 deadly sins. And constipation. I don't think that's a 7 deadly sin. I think that's one of the punishments.
Okay.
Question number 2.
Number 2. What reality TV shows starred Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton?
Those 2 remind me of the characters from Demon Bitch so much. So we had to do a question about them. So what show did they star in? The Smurfs. Nice, Ed Weird. You know when Ed Weird is away from his demon bitches, away from his forte, when the first answer is just a way off. Not real world. It's I'm trying to think of a catch life.
Yes, Edward.
Dumb
yes.
and Dumber. That's not bad, actually. Get whatever Edward. If Edward doesn't get the 3 points, give him an extra point for Dumb and Dumber because I like that.
Yeah.
So it's 3 words.
Starts with the.
It starts with the, so the blank blank. And here the initials are TSL.
Actually, Rayla was kind of close with their answer.
Who was?
Rayla. She said the real world. It's not real. It's different.
The blank.
Not
Yeah.
world, but.
The Amazing Race, the Surreal Life. Okay, the blank life.
I
You're so
kind of
close.
said the same thing, Mojo. There we go.
The Real Housewives. No. Oh, see, always ask the wife. That's smart, Edward. That's very smart.
Oh, Rayla, so close.
Yeah, somebody else said the Surreal Life as well. So close. Edward did get the right answer, though. Well, his wife got the right answer. If she wants to play, we'll give her the points. If not, they're for him. She was right once. I'll never hear the end of it. All right, guys. Am I able to give you guys? I don't know if I can give anyone the 2 points. Yeah, I think I'm just going to move on from this one. It was the simple
Everybody
life.
else just gets a point.
So everyone gets a point, but Edward did get it. Edward's wife got it right, so he's going to win from that deal. Always marry the right person. The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. The Simple Life. It was a terrible show, and you know what? Actually, you guys should get double points. You know what, Wendy? Give them all 2 points for that one, because the fact that they didn't remember it,
No, right?
they should be.
Get an extra point.
Yeah, they should all get an extra point for not remembering it. So you know what? 2 points for everybody, 3 points for Edward. You made me prouder of the world we live in because you guys didn't remember it. So that's what's happening. Sheldon gets some points. Everybody, 2 points. Let's do it. You guys are great. I love you. And now I have to vamp a little bit longer because now Wendy's having to give out extra points. So we're working hard over here. You got a question number 3 for these awesome people who know nothing about those terrible people?
Yeah, I'm so proud of all of you.
I am too.
All right, number 3. The suspected murderer of what hip-hop icon may have made a deal with the feds 14 years ago that could lead to his release?
Yeah. This rapper died in like the 90s. So the fact that we're finally finding out possibly who their killer was is big news all in and of itself, but the fact that they might be able to get out of it is just nuts. See, Rayla, you say you're too young, but you were second one in with that answer. So nicely done. You know what, you guys, there were basically really 2
Sonny
answers
Bono.
that you could possibly get. Pardon me?
Lyle said Sonny Bono.
It basically, was it Tupac or Biggie? And I love that all of you guys jumped on that. It was Tupac. So Edward gets the 3 points. Rayla gets the 2. This time it did pay to actually know the answers. So the rest of you guys get a point. In Canada, we have our own version of Tupac Shakur. It's 6-pack for sure. Yes, Steve said it too. Steve, that's awesome. We both know that same joke. Oh, Steve and Dana, when I come home, buddy, you and I are hanging out for certain. If you live anywhere near Toronto, we're hanging out. Oh, that was awesome. Word gets out, he's going to wish he stayed in jail. Yeah, true, right?
Yeah.
No matter what, he's in for a lot of crap.
Yeah.
Trudeau, that's funny. Okay, question number 4.
Yes. All right, number 4. A Jimmy Buffett Memorial Highway has been proposed in what state?
Yeah, that's right. He's only been passed away a short time, but they're already trying to name a Biggie plea bargain. That's funny. Jane and St. Clair? Steve, we're hanging out for sure, man. Nice area, by the way. At least it's not Finch and Jane. We already have some answers and correct ones at that. And we have 2 of them. So at Weird again, 3 points, 2 points for Rayla. It's Florida, guys. Yeah, Florida, which kind of makes sense when you know him and how he does things. Florida. Wendy guessed California first. The state of drunkenness. Nicely done. You're lucky you're already getting your points. Oh, my throat's getting dry so quick today. Oh my goodness, folks. Do you want to do a question number 5 and then we'll take a break?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do question number 5.
All right, number 5. What restaurant chain is testing the idea of using robots to assemble bowls and salads?
Dude, and that should be a giveaway. What restaurant even sells bowls and salads? But yeah, they're testing it. I believe they're testing it in California right now, not McDonald's. But yeah, they're testing it out right now. Ooh, and we do have a correct answer already. Nicely done. Okay, and now we have 2. So yeah, Rayla came in first, and then I believe Stevie B, came in second. Chipotle. That's right. I believe in California, Florida trying to snatch up some cool points to recoup from their governor's losses. Indeed. Yeah, Chipotle is going to have basically a robot that does their. Oh no! I had a dude back home who would call it. We had a sauce and he'd call it chipotle, and I was like, no, dude, no, you can't do that. That's so wrong. But yeah, Chipotle, they're gonna have a robot basically in the back that makes bowls and salads for online to-go orders. So I thought was very interesting. So yeah, that's something. I want to name the robot. I know, dude. I could come up with some inappropriate names.
The wacky inflatable arm guy.
You did name him. That's right. All right. You know what, guys? We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back to finish this up so that you can win that awesome prize pack from our own Christy Shin. See you guys in a couple minutes.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you. You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Responsible for, hey, what's going on? We get into these great discussions in between. Wendy and I are chatting. We're going over all the crazy stuff you guys said. It's Chipotle, so maybe the robot should be called Fiery Diarrhea. Yeah, right? Like, dude, and then like Mojo was talking about how it screws up his stomach. Yeah, exactly, dude.
I don't know. I've never eaten there.
I went there once and I wasn't that impressed. I didn't understand why. I think all the bros go there because it's the right food for before you work out. But I don't know if you guys noticed, my ass isn't working out. Died of dysentery. That's good. The robot can be
Bye,
the Oregon Trail. But yeah, Edward, get better, man. We really appreciate you, and we're glad you guys show up when you can. And thank your wife for helping you out, man. And by the way, Wendy did check the scores. Everything's really close, so it's still anybody's game. Question number 6, Wendell.
Right, number 6. Okay.
Glad I've never been there. Yeah, Steve, it's not worth your time.
All right, number 6. What mythical creature was given the duty of guarding the gates of the underworld to prevent the dead from leaving?
I have one of these characters in my own book. Duty. That's good, Duty. Yeah, what creature? Yeah, people are already doing it. What creature basically guards the gates of hell from anything getting out?
Pony.
My Little Pony. Death Pony.
Death Pony.
You know what?
I gave Lyle 2 points for that one.
Yeah. Definitely give Lyle 2 points. You know what? I'm gonna be a douche here. I'm gonna give 3 to Rayla, and I'm gonna give 2 to Steve Vendetta.
Yes.
Because they did get the name. You're right, Edward. It is the 3-headed dog, but we did ask for the name of them, so I think we're gonna take that one from you. Sorry, homie. But yeah, and if people were having a hard time with it, I would have been like, yeah, give it to him. But everyone got the name, so Cerberus, that's correct. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, dude, but you win because you have Vicodin, so like that's great. Question number 7.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, number 7. What singer-songwriter who began their career in the 1970s recently announced their very own Barbie doll?
Dude, I would buy this Barbie, by the way. And actually, I believe that Barbie doll was selling for $55 a piece, and it sold out on its first day.
Yeah, that's not unusual.
Yeah. But yeah, singer-songwriter, got her start in the 70s. I gave Wendy 3 chances to get it, and she did get it on the 3rd. Not Cher. Tony Orlando's a dude.
They have male Barbies.
That's true, but didn't we? Oh, we didn't say female singer-song. Oh,
No.
female
Now
singer-songwriter.
you know.
I'm sorry, that's on me. Not Dolly.
That was my first guess.
Dolly's doll would require a different Stevie. Yeah, I think someone does have the. Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Dolly would require a different box though, because her box would basically be as tall as it is wide.
We got the 2.
We did get the 2. Rayla came in first. No, Mojo did. Yeah, Mojo came in first with Stevie Nicks, and then Rayla. Yep. So Mojo gets the 3 points. Rayla gets the 2. That's right, guys. It is Stevie Nicks. Dolly Big Guns Parton. That's freaking hilarious. Barbara Mandrell. Yeah, dude, it should have been Dolly Parton. But yeah, man, I'm sure she'll get her own. Or maybe she's already had one. That would actually make sense. Raquel
Maybe
Welch.
she doesn't want one.
Yeah, maybe. Question 8?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, number 8. A school district in which state recently approved over $100 million to build affordable housing to help alleviate the teacher shortage?
They created affordable housing to help the teacher shortage, which I think is great. I love that idea. And to give you guys a clue, I don't think we said we might have said what state she's from, but if you guys watched our show earlier, it's the same state that our guest Christy Shin is from.
Yeah, she mentioned it.
She did. Okay, so if that helps you guys, then good. It means you were watching the freaking show.
There we go.
And we do have a correct answer, so let's get some more. Yep. Rayla came in with the 3 points, and Edward came in with the 2.
Yep.
Yep. That's correct, guys. It is California. So, yeah. Edward is naming every effing state there is. Oh, I want whatever he's got. We all know what he has. I mean, the medicine, not the issue. Question 9?
Yes.
Yes.
Number 9. What is the proper name of the Book of Sins in the Marvel Universe?
Guys, comic books. That's what we're here for, right? Comic book trivia. What is the Book of Sins proper name? I need it so bad. Eddie's Diary. Nice, but no. It was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was in, okay, we do have some correct ones right away. Nicely done. That's right, guys. Mojo got it first, Sheldon right behind. It is the Darkhold. Nicely, Darkholds. I've got Dark Folds. There have been many different Dolly Parton dolls over the years, but not an official Barbie, although her 2008 album was called Backwoods Barbie. Dude, I love JD. I love you so much. You're just like, hey, I'm going to look this thing up. You know, I can be a douche of a host and I forget to get him. I often, almost always, forget to get him the links. He always has the links together. And then he's doing this great Googling, which I just think's awesome. Dude, mad love to you, JD. You're the best producer out there. Don't tell Jay Burns, because I told him he was the best. But it's really you. Wendy, question 9 or 10?
10.
Oh, okay, cool. Question 10. Let's do it.
All right, number 10. The actor who played the half-demon Doyle on Angel got his start as a regular on which sitcom?
This is a tough one. As opposed to Backdoor Barbie. Awesome, Steve Vendetta. Give Vendetta an extra point. Backdoor Barbie's hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, crap. I almost spat out my freaking water. Not Frasier, not Taxi. I'll give you give you guys a clue because I'm sure this is going to be hard. It went from the 1980s to the 1990s. And in fact, another one is it's actually come back again, which a lot of those have. It's a sitcom, Edward. It's come back again. Okay, you know what, Rayla? You're wrong with Big Bang Theory, but the character's brother starred in the Big Bang Theory. Ooh. We do have a correct answer now. My man Lyle is going to get those 3 points, and Rayla's going to get the 2. That's right, guys. It is Roseanne. I was a big fan, and I actually feel kind of bad that I wasn't caught up on that I'm not caught up on the Connors, because I do love that show, and I love especially John Goodman. I feel like he's such an underlooked actor. Underrated. Yeah, people make fun of him for his weight and all that kind of stuff, but he is a solid, really amazing actor, and I've loved him in almost everything he's done. Roxanne, you don't have to turn on a red light. Vicodin, his best friend. That's great. Yeah, so guys, our winner tonight, they're gonna win the that sweet prize from our girl Christy Shin. She's got that awesome setup. I believe you're gonna get the sample book of Sick, and you're gonna get all of the a bunch of like stickers and pins and stuff. I can't remember everything. He was great in Monuments Men. I agree. I enjoyed that one a lot. Bonus trivia question: what kind of Dolly doll was released as a promo for the album Backwoods Dolly? Was that one of the American Girls? The American Girl dolls? A Funko Pop. That makes sense. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna say one of the American Girl dolls. But yeah, and so please, everybody, check out Cabbage Patch Kids. Smart. Check out Christy Shin's Kickstarter for Demon Bitch. Please, everybody, like I said, go share it, show it off, and then, of course, our winner's going to win something from it. Everyone is going to get a copy of Sick in their emails. We're taking care of all that stuff tomorrow night. Yeah, it's a sample pack. You guys are going to love it. I believe it's called Sick. And right after this, we've got Comics 360, and then after that, my boy Henri Compan with Kicking It with Henri. It's going to be terrific. Wendy, who's our winner tonight?
We got a different winner tonight.
Get out of town.
Yeah. So our winner tonight is Rayla.
Rayla Powell! Rayla, you played a freaking great game tonight, hon. You win that package. Nicely done. Rayla is our winner. Way to go, everybody. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We love having you guys are here. Everyone register for your prizes. What's up?
Hope you feel better, Edward.
We hope you feel better, Edward. Absolutely. Again, Rayla, congratulations. That's so awesome. Everybody, you guys did terrific. Thank you so much. We're going to see you guys here next week. It's going to be absolutely freaking awesome. Why? Because it always is. Stick around for more EXP. See you guys later.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.